You're not broke because you're unlucky. You're broke because you're distracted. That's the cold truth, and it hits like a punch to the face because you know it's real. You're not behind in life because of some magical curse, or because your parents didn't give you enough. You're behind because you gave your attention to nonsense. You chose distraction over discipline. Every single day you wake up, and before your feet even touch the floor, your fingers are already scrolling. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, the same loop over and over again. Why? Because you're addicted, not to growth, not to ambition, not to progress. You're addicted to comfort. You think you're free, but you're a slave. A slave to entertainment, a slave to notifications, a slave to cheap dopamine hits, and while you're distracted, someone else is building. While you're binging your third Netflix episode of the day, someone else is grinding in silence, turning every second into value, turning every day into dollars. You think success is about luck. Wrong. Success is about intensity of focus. It's about shutting the world off and locking in on a mission, but you don't have a mission. You have 15 tabs open and 10 excuses. Every single person you admire, every rich man, every powerful figure, every top G became who they are by doing what you refuse to do, cutting the noise. They weren't wasting time watching pranks, memes, and fake drama. They were obsessed, and obsession beats talent every time. You think you're taking a break. When you scroll right, nah, you're not recharging, you're escaping the pressure to grow, to evolve, to win. You're running from greatness and into mediocrity, and worse, you're proud of it. How many days have you wasted this year? Be honest. How many hours have you spent watching someone else live their dream while you do nothing about yours? You're so busy being entertained that you've forgotten how to execute. But here's the brutal part. No one cares. No one's coming to shake you and say, "Wake up, king, you're wasting your life." No, they want you distracted. They want you weak. They want you emotionally soft, financially broke, and mentally dull. Because distracted men are easy to control. You see the Matrix. It's not science fiction. It's real. It's a system designed to steal your focus, steal your time, steal your energy. Because once you give that away, you've already given away your potential. They don't need to kill your ambition. They just need you to scroll it away. And you let them. Every second you waste, you're letting someone else write your future. Every time you skip your goals for comfort, you're training your mind to settle. And guess what? Settlers never conquer. You were born with potential, but potential is worthless without action. You could have been great. You could have been rich. You could have been respected. But instead, you chose the easy route. You chose pleasure over pain. And now you wonder why your life is the same every year. Let me tell you what success really looks like. It's not fun, it's not comfortable, it's not easy, it's lonely, it's repetitive, it's brutal, but it's also worth it. Success comes when you say no to everything that doesn't serve your purpose. No to the parties, no to the cheap thrills, no to the hours wasted scrolling, no to the people who want to drag you down with them. Because here's the truth. Your distractions are your chains, and your discipline is your freedom. Every day is a battlefield. You wake up with two choices, be a killer or be a clown. The killer locks in. He trains, he builds, he learns, he earns the clown, he scrolls, he laughs, he complains, and he stays broke. Ask yourself right now, am I the killer or the clown? Don't lie, because deep down you know who you are. You know if you're wasting time, you know if you're avoiding the grind, you know if you're running from responsibility and pretending you're taking it easy. You think you're young so you've got time. Let me break it to you, time is your enemy when you waste it. Every minute you give to distraction, someone else is buying your future with their discipline. The guy who's gonna out-earn you, outwork you, and outlive you isn't better than you. He just decided not to be soft. He decided that chasing money matters more than chasing pleasure. You want freedom, then buy it. You want respect, then earn it. You want power, then build it. But none of that happens while you're checking who liked your post or which girl viewed your story. That's slave mentality. That's boy behavior. Real men are builders, not watchers. Creators, not consumers. So what are you? Because at the end of the day, you either control your mind or someone else does. And if your attention is always hijacked, you've already lost. If your focus belongs to distractions, then so does your future. Cut it out, all of it. Turn off the noise, lock in. For 90 days, try it. No nonsense, no distractions, just focus, build a skill, stack money, hit the gym, read real books, get your mindset savage, and watch what happens. In 90 days, you'll feel like a different beast. You'll look back and be disgusted at how weak you used to be. You'll wonder how you ever let yourself scroll for hours while your dreams rotted in the corner. Let them laugh, let them party, let them waste their lives, while you outwork every single one of them in silence. Because when it's time to win, it won't be about who had the most fun. It'll be about who built the most power. Remember this. Distraction is the silent killer of dreams, and the world will keep feeding you distractions until you're dead, broke, and forgotten. So wake up, get pissed, get focused, get ruthless, because no one's coming to save you. It's you versus you, and if you lose this battle, don't blame the world. You had the time, you had the tools, you had the warning. You just chose distractions over destiny, and destiny doesn't forgive the weak. Money doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you didn't sleep last night, if your girlfriend left you, or if your mom didn't believe in you. Money doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about performance. It flows to those who earn it, and let me tell you something, the ones who earn it are not out partying every weekend. They're not spending their nights watching Netflix or crying over their past. They're building. They're plotting, they're hunting. You want to be rich. Then why are you still acting broke? Not just in your bank account, in your mindset, in your habits, in your daily routines. You say you want freedom, but you don't even have control over your own mind. You say you want power, but you can't even say no to a phone notification. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you locked in for 30 straight days? Just 30 days of no distractions, no BS, no wasting time, just pure execution. Most of you can't even go 3 days without slipping back into your old ways, and that's why you lose. You see a guy online making 6 figures a month, and you think he got lucky. No, he got focused. He sacrificed the fun. He traded comfort for discipline. He woke up earlier than you, worked longer than you, and while you were out living life, he was out building a life you'll never touch. Success isn't magic. It's math, it's cause and effect. You put in the hours, you make the money. You delay gratification, you earn freedom. But you want freedom without pain. You want results without sacrifice. You want wealth without war. It doesn't work like that. While you're on your couch, he's at his desk. While you're out drinking, he's in the gym. While you're dreaming, he's doing. That's the difference. Not luck, not talent, just focus. You want to make money, then act like it. Stop telling people you're an entrepreneur when you haven't made $1,000 this month. Stop calling yourself a hustler when you haven't worked 10 hours straight without a break. Stop wearing the title if you're not willing to live the life. The real ones, they don't talk. They don't post motivational quotes. They don't act like they've made it. They're too busy grinding. The ones who really make it are invisible while they build and unavoidable when they arrive. So what are you doing? Every minute you give to distraction is a minute stolen from your success. Every hour wasted is an hour you could have been stacking skills, creating offers, building leverage. You want to be free. Then you better be ready to lock yourself in like a prisoner. Yes, prison. Prison to your schedule. Prison to your goals. Because if you can't do the time, you don't deserve the reward. You think discipline is painful. Wait until you taste regret. Regret is waking up at 35 broke and realizing the fun you had at 21 wasn't worth the cost. Regret is seeing your peers in sports cars while you still ride the bus. Regret is seeing your parents struggle because you couldn't keep your focus. Let me make it even clearer. You don't get to relax until you earn it. You don't get to take it easy until your bank account screams freedom. You're not owed rest. You're not owed balance. You're owed a reality check. You say you're grinding, but you're watching every World Cup match. You say you're on a mission, but you know more about the Kardashians than your own goals. You're full of it, and you know it. You're lying to yourself every single day just to feel better about wasting your life. People always say, but you need to enjoy life too. Yeah, and how's that working out for you? Enjoying life while being broke is not enjoyment, it's delusion. Living your best life doesn't mean crap if you're financially dependent and emotionally weak. The truth, enjoyment comes from winning, joy comes from freedom, happiness comes from power, and you don't get power by being distracted. You get power by suffering through the boredom, the discipline, the routine. You get power by saying no when everyone else says yes. You know what the top 1% all have in common. They learned how to suffer for success. They learned how to turn off their emotions and execute. They learned that chasing comfort is for the poor and chasing discomfort is how you buy options. There is no balance. There is no live a little. There is no one more episode. There is only focus. Grind, repeat, until your bank account buys you peace, until your passport has more stamps than your school books ever had pages, until you walk into a room and the energy shifts because you're that man. You want to be that man, then start living like it, start making decisions like it, start saying no to mediocrity, no to cheap dopamine, no to fake success. Every girl you chase right now is a distraction. Every hour you spend gaming is a distraction. Every friend that doesn't push you forward is a distraction. Every habit that numbs your hunger is a distraction. And every time you choose comfort over work, you lose. Period. So what's it going to be? Comfort or cash? Fun or freedom? Excuses or empire? You choose. The guys making millions, they had the same temptations. They had the same apps, same distractions, same obstacles. But they wanted it more, that's it. They wanted it more than they wanted to feel good in the moment. They said no to the party and yes to the pain. They said no to instant gratification and yes to long-term power. And now they live like kings while you live in your DM hoping for replies from girls that don't even respect you. You want to change your life, then get ruthless, cut the games, block the time. Wasters. Delete the apps if you have to, and stop pretending that 1 hour won't hurt. 1 hour a day of distraction is 30 hours a month. That's 360 hours a year. That's almost 10 full work weeks. Gone. For what? A few laughs, a few likes, a few minutes of escape. That's not strategy. That's self-destruction. And no, you don't get a second chance. This isn't school. There's no reset button. If you mess this up, that's it. You waste your 20s, you suffer through your 30s. You waste your 30s, you become a burden in your 40s. You don't want that life. Trust me, you don't want to look in the mirror one day and realize you traded your empire for entertainment. So decide, right now, are you going to keep wasting time? Or are you going to become the man you were born to be? The man who leads, the man who wins, the man who doesn't flinch, the man who walks into a room and owns it, the man who chose money over distractions and built a life everyone else dreams of. That man isn't special, he's just focused. And if you focus like him for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, your entire life changes. It's not complicated, it's not easy, but it's simple. Work while they play. Sacrifice while they indulge, and one day you'll live while they beg. So go build, lock in, grind, sacrifice now, because money hides from the weak and it runs to the focused. And the focused never lose. You've made it this far, which means you're serious. You're tired of the excuses. You want to level up. But here's the hard truth, it doesn't stop at focus and grinding. That's only half the battle. The other half is mastering yourself. And not many people can do that. Most fail because they never become the person capable of handling success. Success isn't just about money in the bank or fancy cars. It's about power over yourself, power over your emotions, your habits, your weaknesses. Because if you can't control yourself, money will control you. And when money controls you, you become its slave. It's that simple. You see all those guys flashing cash, driving Lambos, living the dream. Some of them are broken inside. They blew their money because they didn't master their own mind. They chased distractions disguised as pleasures, thinking it was success. That's why they crash and burn. Don't be that guy. Real success is self-mastery. It means saying no to what you want now so you can have what you want forever. It means having the discipline to delay gratification not for weeks or months, but years. It means working on yourself even when nobody's watching. Because the moment you relax your guard, you lose everything you fought for. Your mind is your kingdom. If it's weak, you're weak. If it's strong, you're unstoppable. But strength isn't given, it's built. Every day you say no to distraction, you build mental muscle. Every time you push through pain, you level up your resilience. Every sacrifice is a deposit into your future power bank. Look, no one is born a winner. No one is born disciplined or focused. It's learned, it's trained, and it's earned. So start training your mind like it's your gym. Lift heavy ideas, do mental reps of focus, run the mile of discomfort. Because success demands it. The men who make millions don't have more time than you. They don't have magic. They have better control of their mind, their emotions, and their habits. They don't waste energy on drama, envy, or complaining. They protect their focus like it's their life support because it is. So if you want to be rich and free, start by getting rich and free inside. Master your thoughts, master your fears, master your impulses. Because the outside world only rewards what the inside world can handle. You think money will fix your problems. No, it amplifies them. If you're a weak man with money, you'll just become a weak man with more problems. But a strong man with money, that's a king. That's a man who can solve problems, create empires, and build legacies. This is why the journey never ends. Even after you have millions, the battle continues. Because your mind will always want to slip back into comfort. Your emotions will try to sabotage you with doubt, and distractions will lurk everywhere waiting for you to fall. You don't get to relax until you've built unbreakable mental armor. Until you're so locked in, nothing shakes you. Not money, not fame, not failure, not success. You stay on your path, relentless and ruthless. That's the top G mindset. And here's the secret most won't tell you. This kind of discipline feels like a prison. It's hard, it's lonely, it's uncomfortable, but it's the only way out of the cage of mediocrity. Most people will quit before they reach that level. Most will settle for good enough. Most will let distractions and weak minds steal their futures. But not you. You're different. You want more. You're ready to do what it takes. So build your fortress inside your mind. Protect your time like it's gold. Choose your circle. Wisely surround yourself with winners, not whiners. Cut out the noise, the nonsense, and the negative energy. Fuel your mind with knowledge, ambition, and ruthless focus. Because the world doesn't owe you anything. It won't hand you success on a silver platter. You have to take it. You have to fight for it. And most importantly, you have to become the man worthy of it. Ask yourself, are you ready to become that man? Are you ready to own your mind and your future? Are you ready to sacrifice today for a lifetime of freedom? If the answer is yes, then here's your roadmap. Step 1. Eliminate distractions completely. Delete social media apps or set strict limits. Turn off the noise. Protect your attention like a lion guards his territory. Step 2. Build routines that build your future. Wake up early, work out hard, read books that teach you skills, not fiction. Work every day on something that grows your income or your mind. Step 3. Surround yourself with winners. Cut toxic people who drain your energy. Find mentors who push you. Find peers who compete with you. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Step 4. Master your emotions. Don't let anger, fear, or doubt control your decisions. Use pain as fuel, not as a weapon against yourself. Meditate, journal, reflect, train your mind to stay calm under pressure. Step 5. Keep grinding no matter what. There will be days you want to quit. There will be moments you question everything. There will be failures that feel like the end. But winners don't stop. They don't quit. They double down and come back stronger. Remember, success isn't a destination, it's a lifestyle. It's the daily decisions you make when no one's watching. It's the small sacrifices that add up to massive gains. It's the man you become on the way to the money. Money is important, don't get me wrong. It buys freedom, power, respect. But without self-mastery, it's meaningless. You can have all the cash and still be a slave to your impulses, your fears, your distractions. So chase money, yes. But chase self-mastery more, because the richest men aren't just rich, they're kings of themselves. And that's the real victory. You want to live a life most only dream about. Start living it now. Get ruthless with your focus. Get savage with your discipline. Get relentless with your work. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop blaming the system. Stop looking for shortcuts. The only shortcut is through hard work and mental toughness. You've got one life, one shot, one chance to build something that lasts. Don't waste it scrolling, whining, or waiting for luck. Make your own luck. Build your own empire. Be the man who owns his mind, his money, and his destiny. This is the top G way. No excuses, no distractions, all in. Are you ready? Now it's your move. Stop wasting time on distractions and start chasing what truly matters. Your success. Comment below what you're willing to sacrifice to build your empire. Subscribe and hit the bell if you're ready to level up and join the Top G mindset. Remember, winners don't wait, they act. So get focused, get ruthless, and go claim what's yours. Want it sharper or more casual?